What is up, guys? You got Not the Worst here, bringing another Black Desert online video, and today we're taking a look at the patch notes for May 17th. We actually have some pretty interesting events going on and things leading into the upcoming Wusa Awakening release, and then Land of the Morning Light coming up the following month. So let's first start up with taking a look at these events. First up, we have, are you ready to experience the Land of the Morning Light with the Magnus? You can kill two birds with one stone. Essentially, you're going to have to do Magnus. Evidently, I haven't. I've been putting it off for as long as possible because I started it and it's incredibly boring, and for my class, the skill is terrible. So there's that. Anyways, doing it, they're going to hook you up with some extra stuff, so just get it done, and then you're going to get some extra Black Spirit rewards on there, enhancement helping things. This aid box has a whole bunch of fail stacks for you on it, and then of course the enhancement help kit level 3, so you're gonna have to do it. Might as well do it while you get some extra stuff. Next up, we have the Dark Rift event that they talked about last week and why you should save your Dark Rifts, which we mentioned in last week, so hopefully you did. You have Black Distortion energy emanating from the Dark Rift, so you can get Box of the Howling Dead is available to actually get that as well. You're going to see some additional item drops like Distortion Earrings in the boxes that you can get. The Boss Summon scroll boxes drop pretty frequently off these as well, and as an added one, I don't think we've had this before, you can get Yona Fragments or Old Moon Alchemy Catalyst drops from the bosses as you kill them, all of them as well, and then you're going to get 3 times the chance to get your concentrated and auras from bosses if you do need that, working on your Jatinas or what have you for those. So extra stuff for stuff you're already doing, can't complain there. Then we got double the chance of rare boss drops. This is on all of them. Notably, Vel and Garmoth are also in there, so definitely jump on those if you don't usually. I know personally I haven't for a long time unless I just happen to be around, but I'll do it while we got double drop chance. We do see that across all world bosses, so any of them that you're trying to do, specifically if you're working on that Garmoth Heart and maybe on the side you're kind of doing the getting the items for the quest line to pick up your Garmoth's Heart because it takes forever to win one off pre-order. You do get double the scales off of the Nuver and Bloodstorm Nuver, so pretty good idea to maybe hit that up. Then we've got a pretty nice grind / gather / fish event. You can get rare enhancement materials randomly while you're AFK fishing, gathering, or just killing monsters, and these have in them enhancement materials, which is a pretty nice little bonus. You can get artisans, fail stacks, sharps, hards, memory fragments, and weapons, black stones, weapon or armor, either way. It's a little extra juice for things you're likely already doing. And then we have energy on sale and item max price decrease and new items in Patrigio's secret shop. Now, if you've been around for a while, you've seen this event come around several times, and it hasn't really been good in a very long time just due to Central Marketplace instituting. It was kind of nutty and kind of the way to get some boss gear way back before Central Marketplace when things like that weren't readily available. But this one's actually really good. So first off, we have half off energy instead of 50 per roll. On the Night Vendor, it's only 25, and the max price instead of being 300% of the item is only 150%, which obviously is still not necessarily ideal, but really good. Then we've got these event memory fragment and Valk's Cry boxes. These show up for 530 silver. I'm not sure if they have a variable price, but I saw several of them when I did it this morning at 530, which is amazing. So just get those. You definitely don't want to miss nighttime rolls for that. And then an increased chance of seeing Advice of Valk show up in there. I think the highest I saw on like a whole bunch of rolls is I saw several 50 stacks, which aren't super appealing to me personally because I have probably 30 of these at any given time anyways. But there are a ton of hards and sharps popping up. Concentrated magical gem isn't super often as is, but you'll see these, and especially hards if you're trying to get those or you're working on an enhancing session, or all of these enhancing things are likely being set up because of the new gloves coming out soon. People are prepping for those, getting those hards so then you can potentially fail stack as needed on whatever other piece of gear you're clicking on. Then that is it for the events, so let's jump on over to content updates, and it does look like we have a ton of updates for classes. However, these are actually mostly just issue fixes, things like where damage amounts weren't actually the amount that were on there, or hit numbers, so there wasn't actual true changes to that. Just a lot of classes also did get the last hit of specific skills. The add-ons do apply on that last hit like it does for every other skill on every other class for it. Larger content updates. Pit of the Undying kind of got, I guess we can call it a revamp. It got tweaked quite a bit, buffed we should say better rewards, easier to kill monsters for it. This kind of makes sense because I don't know that people do Pit of the Undying anymore at all. Actually, I'd be curious. Let me know in the comments if you guys actually do this and I'm maybe out of touch with it. But prior to this update, I don't think people were really doing it, and it just kind of looks like, hey, let's make it more appealing to people to actually do it. We'll see how that plays out. But functionally, your insignia now has a added stat to it, combat XP increase. So, I mean, there's something to that. And then we have a change to the Seal of the Undying exchange. So you can exchange these little coin guys for different things, Cronstone bundles, unstable fuel. You can get RNG accessory boxes, fail stacks, resplendent stones, and then you can also get, for 6,000 of them, a combat and skill XP change coupon, and noted that's always been that way. So there's something. Maybe that's who's doing Pit of the Undying, someone trying to change those without having to pay pearls for them. I don't know. Following items can be attained from the Crow Box of Relics. If you select that, it has every artifact available in it. So if you're not a fan of Kratuga, maybe that's the way to go. They had a change in the number of obtainable Seal of the Undying Crows and Black Jewel. You can see across on the table, some were increased there. Some of the lower ends were not. They remain the same. Changed the number of crowns Black Jewel rewarded when victorious during the final duel. So those were buffed. Removed the items needed for reattempting the quests, which just makes sense. Then we've got special rewards for the Pen Undying Crows insignia. You get 100 stack with that and some Immortal Perfume and drafts as well. They had changes to Crow's Warrior. The changes, essentially, they're nerfed. Max HP decrease on things. The way that their skills interact, their AP is reduced as well. And then you can see at different tiers exactly how much. Next up, we have some Ataraxian changes. Not super major, but a little something. Adjusted the time limit to unravel the thread from 30 seconds to 90 seconds on the Shattered Memory thread piece. We did some tweaks to sniper rifle hunting. That looks as though it's going to make that even more appealing. I know that hunters that do it full-time are already kind of crushing it. Then we have probably the biggest news in this patch. We saw this on a dev note a couple weeks ago, or a little over a week ago, less than 2 weeks though. We changed the item updates for sub-weapons such as Black Star Nuver and Kudum. Special attack damage plus 10% was added to these. So this was, in my opinion, very late change. This likely should have been updated just after the crystal changes. If you're unaware, what was happening is if you hit the AP cap for a zone, let's say you're at Hex, it's 898 AP cap. If you could hit that cap using a green offhand like the AP one for DK, it's called Oros. I think it might have different names depending on the class. But if you could use a Pen Oros offhand, still hit the total AP cap of 898. Green offhands, when in their ultimate version, all get a special attack damage plus 10%. And since Elvia zones have a 5% AP cap, for whatever reason, we decided that's okay. Adding extra AP past that 898 is virtually pointless. You get almost no benefit whatsoever. So using a green offhand where you can increase your special attack damage by 10% then actually gives you more damage and more money per hour by doing that. So that was a thing ever since the crystal changes, allowing green offhands, since they don't have a single crystal slot, to now be in some ways superior to, like, for instance, I have a Pen Black Star I wouldn't use in that scenario. I just use an Oros offhand. So it's kind of silly for that to be the case, and I think that they took way too long to change it, since all you had to do is add 10% special attack damage to the offhand. It just doesn't make sense to have a touted best in slot PvE offhand like Pen Black Star just be worse in some scenarios than a green offhand. I know some people kind of like that effect, but it's just wonky. They agreed, and 6 months later, they actually changed it. So this is going to apply to Black Star, God Eye, obviously, because those are the same. Nuver, which could potentially be a big deal for PvP. 10% special attack damage is nothing to scoff at, especially in PvP. Kudum, Tuvala, and Archilian, sub-weapons of Harmony, which are your Magnus gear, the suppressed versions, Valk sub-weapon box, and Arsha sub-weapon box, if you use those as well. So more damage across the board. If you weren't grinding in LV Zone, you'll see a bit of benefit, and if you are grinding LV Zones, you're going to see a lot of benefit getting added to that. So hooray, more money. I do think there's going to be some PvP implications, and not sure how that's going to go. It actually does just flat add even more damage into the PvP aspect of things. Obviously not when you're not using Nuver or Kudum. I know some classes like to use Kudum in PvP and PvE both, but yeah, I don't know that more damage was the way to go with that all around. But here we are. Unified the buff effects of Bane and Awakening weapons in your Serendia Elvia zone. So instead of having to pick Awakening or main hand buff, you're just going to pick buff, and it applies to everything, so you don't really have to worry about clicking the incorrect one. if you're in the Awakening. If you're Succession, you probably just spammed R because it gives you the main one when you do that. We had a change for Star's End respawn of the Vessel of Inquisition. The mobs that spawn there was reduced by 30%, allowing for faster combat, and they increased the HP of the actual vessel by 50% so that it should last longer. We'll see if people really take advantage of that. With some change to NotTheWorst for tier 4s at Gyfin, Rassia, and Ash Forest. Number of participants was reduced. Gyfin 75 down to 30, and Ash Forest 100 down to 40. So that's interesting. This is actually next buff. This is actually really nice and really appreciated if you've grinded at Hex at all. They removed shattered bone objects in certain areas of Hex to make smoother movement. I know a lot of people would get annoyed with how often you can get caught on these little bone-like things that are there. Those are now gone, so that's pretty nice. There's some issue fixes and things there, so let's jump on over and talk about the Pearl Shop for this week. So first up, we got some made deals on your Pearl boxes. The 10,000 A coin and 20,000 A coin bundles both get some bonus items with them. The 10,000 getting discount coupons, your choice out of the list, and then a bonus of a flat 10% discount coupon, 200 crons, Mystical Cronstone bundle. Then we have the 20,000 one, which is $200. So if you want to spend your money on that, you can. Diablo 4 is cheaper, just saying. Also, if you shop around, look for the right places, you can probably get a massage with a happy ending cheaper, much cheaper than this. So, spend it where you want it. It's your money. Do what you want. You're also going to get your choice of the coupon discount codes there, then a 20% flat discount coupon in addition to that, 400 Cronstones, and a rare Cronstone bundle to RNG up some additional crons. We have Outlaws of Margoria outfit box back available in the shop. I think this is like the 4th or 5th time, maybe 6th time that it's been out. So every time you release that, it loses a little bit of its exclusivity, but you got to bring it back sometime, I guess. They also have it available in a bundle where you can get a 15-day value pack and the outfit of your choice. It's 2360 pearls. You'll get a bonus of one of those Mystical Cronstone bundles, an underwear box, 10% apparel coupon, and a pirate eye patch as well. We've got the Hexa Premium outfit pack coming on back. It's 13,260 pearls. You get 6, because it's Hexa, of those premium outfits. You also get 200 Cronstones, 260 stacks, and enhancement help kit level 2. Just to note, I know I typically will talk about artisan memories and like the cost per pearls, or artisan per pearl cost per artisan for it, and what the values on those are good. They have quite a few Cronstone ones, so if you're buying like packages and outfits and things for off the marketplace for the crons, and rather than selling them for whatever for the silver, however you're getting your whales in, if you're doing that, this isn't actually the absolute best for it. If we're talking about pure Cronstone value, the amount that you get out of this comes out to about 3.4 pearls per cron for it, which is not bad by any means. Obviously, sale is good, but as you can see, we have these buy 3 get 2 free bundles. So we've got 12,000 pearls for 500 artisans functionally. This is not actually as good as it seems. I know buy 3 get 2 sounds awesome. With artisans, we want to be around 20 pearls per artisan or less, which only happens a couple of times ever. But 20 pearls per artisan is when you have a really good deal on artisans. This one comes out to 24 pearls per artisan. It's not super amazing. It's better than normal, but I wouldn't like immediately run to go drop 12,000 pearls on this. The premium outfit box, on the other hand, is better than the Hexa Premium if you're talking strictly about the Cronstones that you're getting. So it's 10,200 pearls that gets you 5 outfit boxes. So this actually comes out to 3.3 pearls per cron for it. So that's a little bit better than the 3.4 we see on the Hexa Premium. Obviously, there's some amount of value to assign to the 260 stacks enhancement. The enhancement help kit, honestly, I would almost give a net 0. The 260 stacks is somewhat valuable. The question is, how valuable, and are you actually just buying that for just the crons? Because you could pick this up and you can get 3 of these if you're really just, I don't know, wailing out for it. Classic pet pack is buy 3 get 2 free 2,700 pearls, and then choose 5 from the list that you want. On here, Black Mask Cat, Gray Moon Cat, Brown Cream Puppy, Shepherd, Snow Wolf Dog, Chubby Dog, and the Valencian Cat. And of course, you get feed along with those. Then we have the Premium Pet Pack, same idea, 3,300 pearls for the premium type pets. It also comes with feeds as well. Now we have what's, in my opinion, the best cron deal per pearl. It's a daily deal, so you would have to be able to log into this every day to make sure that you pick this up, but it's technically better. And what I mean by that is you're going to get, it's 540 pearls. You get 100 cronstones flat. Then you get this mystical cronstone bundle. Okay, so this is an RNG roll for additional crons, and they do give you the tables and percentages on this. So what ends up happening here is at a minimum, you're going to get 150 crons. For this, you're more likely to get 175 or 200 crons than you are 150. Not drastically more likely, but it's 24% to get 50, 28% for 75, and 25% for 100. And then it decreases there. Of course, you could maybe just get wild RNG, end up with like 500 or 1,000 or 2,000, which just puts you way ahead, right? So even if you get the worst roll, which is not quite as likely as getting better than that, the worst roll on this actually gives you 150 crons, so that's going to be 3.6 pearls per cron. Yes, that's worse than the buy 3 get 2 slightly, which was 3.3, and the Hexa Premium being 3.4. However, we're rolling the dice here. So to actually maintain 3.6 and just be worse off, you would have to every single day actually roll the lowest at 50 on it, which again is not the most likely scenario. Your most likely scenario is going to be that you get the 75 on it. In most cases, and there is going to be some times if you buy it every day and the next 14 days, you're going to at some point actually get something higher than that that's going to equal you out. So the average one at 75 is about 3.1 pearls per crons, which makes it strictly better. So I'm not getting these, but just if that's something that you're looking for, picking up crons, or you're thinking about getting outfits, I strongly recommend you just make sure you log in every day for the next 2 weeks. It's on for 2 weeks. It'll cost you 7,560 pearls on it. And if you get just the average of the 175 per day across it, you're going to get 2,450 pearls for 7560 cron. Backwards, 2450 cron stones for 7560 pearls, which, like I said, it's a little bit over 3 pearls per cron, and the best possible deal you can get on those. So maybe stay on top of that if you want to. If you don't care, you don't care. So there's that. Daily Artisan Memory Pack is 440 pearls. If you're trying to do Artisans, this is terrible. Just buy the other kit if you want to. None of these are really great. This is 26 pearls per Artisan on it, which is not awesome, but you do get 12 of them. 12 Cron Stones, 12 Valkyrie, and 12 Memory Fragments. Obviously, you can maybe assign some value to having the Cron Stones Memory Fragments. Personally, I think this is unappealing, but your call. Got some other May deals going on, some 50% off items. Perfume of Erasure. We see 50% off, so it's 500 pearls. We've got 30% off on the equipment tailoring coupon. Fairies Queen Might gets 50% off. The Guild Skill Reset gets 50% off as well. We see the same for Guild Name Change coupon. Then we have the Enhanced Book of Old Moon. It's 10% off and has those 10 item drop scrolls along with it if you need those. This was expected since we saw the Blessing of Kama Sylvia just last week. We've got some sale on a couple of the storage slot packs. It's for Tariff, Shakatu, and Sandgrain Bazaar. Old Wisdom Trees in there as well. Some of the little more odd and end type spots. And then we have the weekly outfit on sale this week is the Sorceress Lunar Halo Premium Set, 2720 pearls as per usual. And then a note on the Black Knight outfit release. I know that was supposed to get released today. They said that they would need to keep working on it, and it'll be out next week, May 24th. So if you're anticipating that, you got to hold on for another 7 days. It's not quite ready yet. So there you have it for this week's patch notes and Pearl Shop. Let me know what you guys think about what's going on in the comments down below. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to like it. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe so you get notifications when new videos go live. And if you'd like to catch me playing live, there's a link to my Twitch page in the description down below. Jump on over there, drop a follow so you get notifications for that as well. With that said, that's going to be it for this one. I want to thank everybody for watching, and I will see you next time.